Check 1 2. I want you to stay. Welcoming red. KH. Who's your favorite Transformer? Don't know. Like Optimus Prime and all that. I only know like Bumblebee and Optimus Prime. I like the dude that's a helicopter, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. There's something cool about that dang helicopter Transformer. Even though it's okay. I mean, that's what we're doing. We're gonna drink some tea and engage, relax for a couple hours. Give me a second. I've been listening to more songs. I've been doing a lot more chanting, more singing, more of the yeah, so getting headphones is good in case we do that. I've been finding my natural tone, like the tone that I'm speaking with, you know. I've been listening to, honestly, different songs, Bob Marley and no, all along you was a fever, a cold, sweat, hot-headed believer. So I'm learning how to sing more masculine, because a lot of what I do is either really masculine or really deeply feminine, but I'm looking for the in-between, right? For example, when the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, So I'm trying to exercise more, like, for example, when the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. More of a comforting, right? Because I have been practicing ASMR singing, which is when the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. And darling, darling, stand. Which is more falsetto, right? Yeah, deep and soft style. So I'm developing that right now. Now I could do it with the mantras, but with songs it's not as easy, right? So everything is pretty much difficult. Now, I've been listening to that. All alone it was a fever, a cold sweat-hearted believer. I threw my hands in the air and said, show me something. She said, if you dare, come a little closer. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now, tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. So I'm developing that. Not really sure how to feel about it. Something something the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way, I want you to stay. Of course, it takes a lot of, because whenever I'm singing, I'm not thinking of how to sing. But when it's a new style, like freshly new style, I have to do a little bit more. I have to find my center more deeply, because the universe tells me, right? Why? Because from the chanting, right? Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Om Mani Padme Om Om Mani Padme Om. I can do it with mantras easily, but when it comes to ASMR, masculine ASMR, when the night has come, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. How's everybody's Sunday doing? I hope you were there for this afternoon sound bath in HTX. Welcoming Sammy Smith, JP Brooklyn. So this is what it's like to develop for the universe. When the universe has learned to be more centered, learn to be more feminine, more masculine, you gotta do both. Excuse me. Yeah, you can go full screen if you wish. Right, for example, I've been singing ASMR style. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eyes, just like an angel. Skin makes me cry. But of course, I'm willing to learn the last piece, which is when you were here before. When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eyes. There's like a whispering to it. Just like an angel. Skin makes me cry. Ding, ding, ding. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so effing special. But I'm a creep. It sounds like a dad lullaby. Yeah, I think it's bringing a healthy, loving, masculine energy. Yeah. And I'm willing to develop it a little bit more. Different, because some people grow up and they didn't get that. They never feel that loving presence. So I'm deciding. I'm just letting y'all know I'm developing it, right? For example. But of course the technique can be very technical because I had to get really close to the mic, turn on the reverb. Sunday morning rain is falling. Still some cover, share some skin. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. You twist to fit the mode that I am in. But things just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday would lead me back to you. Someday would lead me back to you. Very indie, you know. That may be all I need. In darkness is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never wanna leave. it's a healing in a different, yeah, it's like a healing fatherly energy vibe. Not, very comforting, very, very, very warm, right? Very warm. Because I realize not everyone, the falsetto doesn't need, right? For example, Sunday morning rain is falling, still some cover, share some skin. Because an a vocal teacher told me that singing in a more lower tone made her cry. And I wanted to investigate why, Like, I was doing the high pitches, it's great, there's a time and place for that. But what I'm not comfortable with is this warm energy, singing that warm energy, because I haven't really developed it, ever. There's a dimension of sound that's very loving, like Father Earth, right? Let's just call it Father Earth energy. There's Mother Earth, and then there's this Father Earth energy, the masculine, earthy energy that's like a warm sunshine, right? Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I say he'll be alright. Yeah, kinda. And I think a lot of the music that I listened to, like Usher, growing up, right, it was all high pitch. Right, the R&B, the neos. Ooh, there's something about the way she moves. I can't figure it out, there's something about her. Ooh, there's something about that a woman that wants you but don't need you. Ooh, can't figure it out, something about her. She walk like a boss, talk like a boss, man. She's fly effortlessly. Thank you. But the masculine version would be like, ooh, there's something about the way she moves. I can't figure it out, something about her. Ooh, there's something about... I mean, I guess I can try it with a more Bob Marley song. Right? Because right now I'm trying to there's a recipe to it. That's why. There's a recipe to everything. There's a system involved. Like, don't worry. It'll be like, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning. But when I do that, I kind of lose Bob. Like I'm going away from the training, right? Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. But then I move away from the map. Rise up this morning, rise up this morning. Mm-hmm. Smile with the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorsteps, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Sounds more natural, yeah. Maybe it's time for me to connect with my grandpas, because I grew up not remembering. I think I don't remember my grandfather's faces, because whenever I got old enough, they were already passed away. So maybe this is like the final stage. You know what I mean? This might be the final part that is there really a final part, but it's like it makes me, maybe it helps me to be more complete with the energy of intuitive sound creation, How's everybody? Big Brooklyn, Moon Yoga, Kalesi. What is going on here? Love, happiness. I always feel connected to my mom with music. Yeah. Whenever I'm singing, a feminine energy, I feel. Just love and happiness. Joy. If you like joy, add that to the list. Great, thanks for your help. Well, teamwork, the more happy you are, the more happy the world also becomes. Because the happy people help their family, That name is... So I'm deciding, there's mainstream music. They say she's in the class 18, around like... let me see the lyrics. What's it called again? 18. Like on the other hand, more rich than a couple grands. White lips, pale face, breathing in the snowflakes, burnt lungs, sour taste. Lights gone, days and struggling to pay rent, long nights, strange men. They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydreams. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're just under the upper hand, going mad for a couple grams. And she don't go outside tonight, and in the pipes she flies to the motherland, or sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly, angels to fly. Welcoming LGC, Mommy. Thank you, Kalesi. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I'm just trying to ground myself by doing this with you. Not that I'm on the ground, it's just more. Sunday is a long day for me. Sunday is a long. Monday is also a long day. But Sunday, it's a long day where I can relax with y'all. Monday, it's like if I'm on, I'm here to fill my cup, but I still have energy to engage with you after Sunday, you know. But Monday, it's like, you know, you can say boot camp every Monday. Because life's not supposed to be easy all the time. Right? Because Monday is all day at the temple. Yeah, every Monday. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Welcoming Teresa, Prince. Today was a very technical day for sound healing at the park. A lot of people were fighting their own mind. People just not surrendering to the moment because sometimes it's their first sound bath. They don't know what to surrender to. They don't know how to just enjoy the cicadas and the crickets. And so it took me a lot of time to ground the energy. It took about 30 minutes. On average, about 15 minutes, you get good result. But when you have people who don't really commit to meditation, or it's their first time, but when you have a group of first-time people coming to meditation, and you have to do a lot more. So today I had to do a lot of the maybe we need it on here too. Y'all, Maybe we need it on here too. How y'all doing? Are y'all grounded and present? Yeah. Tell me now, tell me now you know. All along it was a fever, a cold sweat, hard-headed believer. I had been fighting a headache all day, says Gemini. White, peopling, not grounded, barely present. Y'all want to be present? I can help real quick. But the thing is, we don't know if you're playing video games or not, you know what I'm saying? If you're playing, you know what I'm saying? I could do everything, but y'all playing video games, you know what I'm saying? I can do my part, but y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying, get off that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do my part if you do your part with being open to the vibration, you know? Because I know I want to develop myself. But if people need grounding, let's do that first, you know what I'm saying? KK says, I am centered. Oh. Thank you for centering yourself. You get a gold star. Ding. Jessica says, I had a ton of anxiety for several days. Yeah, I mean, if you're interested in actually clearing it, we can do that right now. But you gotta get your headphones. And don't fight. Let go. If you don't have headphones, I mean, it's not, you don't need it, but you kind of do. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it, but you kind of do. For real. Because right now, we have 2 mics. This is stereo. The reason there's 2 mics, I have never been more relaxed. Okay. Be the change, you get a gold star. Since I found you. No, since you found you. Right, so, because right, we're doing with 2 microphones, we're doing ASMR, like literally. But we're not doing that right now. Alright, if you need a clearing, your time has arrived. Let me get some tea in my system first. Some white tea, the lowest caffeine, the most relaxed, focus. White tea is so, to me, okay. Imperial Yunnan Silver Needle. This is the sexiest of the sexiest white tea you can get. Don't try to copy, okay? Like, if you're not about that tea life, this tea is like deeply meditative. But you can meditate without. Oh. Okay, this thing has frozen. So please let me turn it off and on again, because not sure why this thing it's been freezing up. Just creating, generating too much fire up in here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Tell me now. Okay, if you are ready for energy clearing and you've been here, put on your seatbelt. Get your seatbelt on. We're going in. Right. The light cup is first, the potent cup second. Here we go. Let's do a little Palo Santo. We even got the new lighter, because the little lighter was like taking too long. Okay, that was a little violent. Lowest setting. Don't want Robocop to get the wrong idea. Gonna bow, because this holy drum here has been doing amazing work. This is an inspiration from the Tibetan monks, from the throat chanting, and the indigenous shamans, and the medicine women and medicine men. And we merge that together, and we get this modern day experience in the ASMR. Enjoy. Get your headphones if you haven't yet. jasumugate soha Diyadang beganze beganze ma beganze rajasumugate soha Diyadang beganze beganze ma beganze rajasumugate soha Diyadang beganze beganze ma beganze rajasumugate soha Shout out to my wife hanging out here. Hua. How are we feeling? Oh, Huma came over to TikTok. Welcoming Bluebird. Toya. How are we feeling, dude? Still fine-tuning the 2 mics system. Right design. Thank you, Painting Potato. Muchos gracias. Thank you for enjoying today's sound bath with my brothers and sisters. You can really care. Yeah, so I'm doing my best. Again, this is for headphones. Requires lots of discipline, lots of awareness, right? Awareness of where the mic is, how low to speak, how loud to speak. Learning how to be effective. 2 mics, dual wielding. Of course, gas playing. Timbo Loco. Very calm, huh? I had it on my chest in the center. It was great. I had to do that for like 20 minutes today at the park. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the blessings. I hope you enjoyed a wide screen. Yeah, because the people weren't surrendering. People were just like, it's like watching the stream and not surrendering to the positive energy coming from the stream. And what I didn't even get a taste of the muffins. Right? Didn't even get to try, but that's okay. People enjoy it. That's what matters. They're for the community, you know. Me, I get to serve, which is dope, you know. Yeah, as you can tell, because I'm doing more throat chanting, I'm like, what about more? I know a girl, she puts the colors inside of my world. She's just like a maze. Painful, yeah. Does your wife ever go to the park? Sometimes, once in a while. Your card pull for me 2 days ago made a huge difference. The universe pulled a card for you. That's why you didn't have to pay money. God's playing. That's why the card reading is more effective, because it's pure. You took it seriously and you knew that. Oh, thank you for the raid. Always slightly sleepy. Welcoming you to. Should I do some ASMR stuff for them? Glad to be. Oh, thank you for being here. Yeah, we got a raid of 389 brothers and sisters from always slightly sleepy. I guess there's not a lot of people doing traditional ASMR anymore. And what triggered here? I wanna honor some ASMR community kind of vibe, you know. But genuinely, what here's the real. Can we give a? Let me see. Let me do a shout out for you. Good. Always slightly sleepy. Here we go. But some people prefer more Japanese, right? Many people like Japanese vibe, so we can do a Japanese one to connect with brothers and sisters. A Japanese flute for you. Like we call this the shogun. Sometimes you do a little of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But most of the time, the content we focus on this stream is teach people the concept of loving your damn self. Because so many people don't. So shout out, welcoming you to the Loving Your Damn Self party so that you don't have to follow the love out there, be desperate for romantic love. When you love yourself, you find a quality partner without being so damn thirsty all the time. Yard. And with result. So everything that we're doing on this stream has result, and it's also free, right? Word. It's also free. There's no private coaching. We teach people right here, man. How look. And so I've been streaming on Twitch for 5 years almost. But of course, this kind of content doesn't really grow very well on Twitch. But it has been growing immensely on TikTok. But of course, I grew from Twitch, and I'm here to still support my brothers and sisters, because you gotta help the people who supported you along the way. Twitch taught me how to be a better live streamer, how to create this space, the mystic village, which the real mystic village is in your heart. Right, the love that we're looking for is within. The temple, the church is your body. If your body, if within you feel good, the world becomes a beautiful place. Yeah, I mean, right now, I'm in more of I'm just hanging out mode. Now, traditionally, it would look like this at nighttime, but I would turn these lights off, you know? Yeah. And so that's what we... So thank you for the blessings, Anubis TV. Thank you for all the follows also. Alex, Mini, Chief Zona. So, we're doing multi-streaming because I can't give up on the dream of teaching people how to love themselves, because it's my dream to help, because that's what I needed. And so I'm grateful that I didn't give up on that dream, because I tried doing other content and it does not fulfill me. And so sometimes you don't fit in very well in a certain container like Twitch, but it doesn't mean we can't show gratitude to what helped us to get to this point. And that's why I'm doing my best to stream on both platform and YouTube also, because it's gratitude, right? It's gratitude, it's authenticity, and loving your damn self. That motto, it came from trying to teach a bunch of dudes. A lot of guys have a hard time. They're unhappy. Oftentimes we're looking for a girlfriend, and many guys and girls feel very lonely. But the damn part is like, man, these guys they don't want to hear love yourself and meditate and breathe in and out. But when they hear love your damn self, they're like, word. Word. And eventually, the ladies also learn. So everybody eventually learn. But I had a hard time connecting with guys because I'm like a feminine guy, and who's trying to teach people, love yourself, be in a moment, chill, enjoy your life. And I'm like, man, this is not working. these damn guys need a little bit more fire. They need me to kick them in the butt a little bit more. So I got trained to bring out the fire. I call it the hammer of ignorance. This is why I'm not always like speaking gently, because some people need the damn hammer, you know. Sometimes some people need the cold water, right? But for some people, like, that's it. Then you drop the hammer, boom. But of course, I don't drop the hammer as much now, because I only drop the hammer on the people who are serious about helping others. Light workers, people who are interested in serving humanity, because not everybody wants to hear like how to grow rapidly. Why? Because it's scary, you know. It's difficult sometimes. It's very difficult to check your ego and stay humble. Sometimes you think you love yourself, but you're still thinking about your ex. Sometimes you say you're trying to love yourself, but you're still sleeping around with your ex. Meeting people on Tinder. Doing all the crazy stuff, expecting your life to be not crazy. And then it leads us to what? Substance. The classic. May I ask a question? Yeah, if you're not faithful, it's on. You have the right to not be faithful, but the consequence of an unfaithful person is eventually, when you find somebody you love, they gon' cheat on you too. Why? You did it, right? But when you start being a good person, you stop the cycle of abuse and unfaithfulness. Just like the Rihanna song we were just singing. Going round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me now, tell me now, tell me now, you know. So you expect your life to be better, but you hanging out in a rodeo. Some of y'all like circus and rodeo kind of life. So you have friends who act like clowns, and you get in clown relationships, expecting a non-circus. But that's the best we know sometimes, because immature, when we're not educated, we're going to make uneducated decisions about relationships. Some people have not been taught how to be a good partner. Like some young people don't know better than to just sleep around, right? I definitely had my time for doing that, you know. Real clowns are, yeah. I actually know a couple clowns myself. It's difficult, and we do fumble on the journey, yeah. I have to find humor somehow. That's why we crack jokes kind of bit, you know. That's why some people call me the hood guru. You know what I mean? Because you just gotta be yourself, you know. You just gotta be you and be original and have fun and help people. Because if you take yourself too seriously, you're not going to enjoy your life. You're trying too hard, you know. Let's see, we got a question. Killian says, how do we deal with being bi but still wanted to have kids? It confuses me a lot. I'm still in a phase one of loving. Okay. Loving yourself doesn't need the label of bi. Love your damn self, period. Your preferences has nothing to do with your self-love. You can be any identity and still love yourself. But when we're more concerned a lot about the label, right? That means we're trying to love ourselves too much with our head. We need all the check boxes to be happy, but I'm telling you, you could be happy today, right now. So the more, could you turn? Oh my, it's low. Check 1 2. So test 1 2 here. Let me just turn the mic closer here. Is that better, or is that, I think that's maxing out. Test 1 2, test 1 2, test 1 2. Because it's peaking on the is peaking on one. Or instead, I guess when I'm talking, I don't need the other mic. Give me a second here. I don't need to do stereo. There we go. Test 1 2. There we go. Test 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. Yeah. Clowns are like the lifeguard account. I've never been in a relationship, but it's concerned. In the beginning, we think so much about relationship, but not with ourselves. Okay, we are more concerned about relationship with other people than ourselves. Because why? We don't understand loving ourselves. We don't need to think about other people. And that's why many people are not happy, because they don't love themselves completely. Get in a relationship and you become real clingy. When you become really clingy in a relationship, it either really works or really doesn't work. Some clingy relationships work out, but when a clingy relationship happens and breaks, it's the worst, because these people pour themselves into each other from emptiness. We're clingy because we don't love ourselves. So we need to love somebody else or want someone else to love us, which is kind of sad. Kind of sad. I hope that helps. I'm just, in this stream, we have real talk. No BS with you. If you like BS, then you don't like the truth. And many people are not ready for the truth, because oftentimes the truth is negative. Right? The truth is very negative sometimes, so people don't want to hear anything negative because, it doesn't feel good. So we ignore the negative truth. Imagine how many negative truth is out there. Right? I think people focus too. Always slightly sleepy says, I think people focus too much on trying to receive love from themselves instead of giving love to themselves. I don't know if there's a difference, because many people giving love and receiving love to yourself. Giving love to yourself. To me, loving myself, period. When we make it difficult, am I giving myself or receiving? Right? When you love yourself, it's a one way. There's no giving or receiving. It just is. When you just do it. Now, trying to love yourself and actually doing it is different. You can try to love yourself, but not feel it. Right? Giving or receiving, like if you just try, it's a good start. But to accept I am enough, okay? Let's cut the BS here. Most people's issue is that they're not enough. Most people don't realize that you are good enough. You don't need anybody else. And so when you're not good enough, you're going to be thirsty, desperate for somebody to love you, which is the most common thing nowadays because we've been brainwashed again by music. Love me like you do, love, love, love me like you do, touch me like you do, what are you waiting? Hit me baby one more time. From a long time ago, we've been planted, you're not good enough. You gotta go on a date. They say she's lucky, Holly, but they say she's so lucky. She's a star, but she cries, cries, cries. It's like, dang, all these songs. Hey, I don't know how I know these songs, okay? I don't have the album, okay? Okay, just one album. Thank you, Mickey, for the resub on TikTok. I appreciate that. Brittany the goat. And so think about all the music. All the music is about romantic love. Romantic love sells very well. It seems like just the other day that we hooked up. I was walking, I was driving, you were walking, and I swooped you up. From the moment on, I knew you were the one. Said you always be my baby, then you bounce. How you gonna up it? All this external romantic love chase and mouse game. It's so external, right? Titanic. Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. Metal music. I used to listen to some metal music. I love music. I listen to every genre. Right? Because why? It's about culture, there's some message in each culture, whether it's healthy or not, right? Under the light of the neon moon, if you lose your one and only. Like, oh. But of course, because I used to do wedding videography, I went to a lot of Texas A&M weddings. A lot of country wedding. I did a ton of country weddings. Every country wedding is gonna have country song. All the married couples come out to the dance floor. All my exes living Texas. That's why I hang my head in Tennessee. So magical. All my exes living Texas. Yeah, it's more of the, you know, at the end when you dance. Of course, I also went to a lot of black weddings. Okay, let's be more clear. I went to a lot of H-Town weddings too. Yeah, so you're gonna hear trunks be popping, down be popping. And, you know, they go off. The entrance, you know, they gotta. So I got to see every culture That's the beautiful part. Latino weddings, full-on band. The Latinos love their sound system, you know. The biggest speaker, they gotta get a 10-person band, and their intro, they're gonna have like, you know. And then the Indian weddings, Indians is different. They like to go all out with the decor and the DJ. Right now, I gotta give the Indian food. I mean, I gotta say that it's the most impressive because they got a dude who owns that restaurant just staring at the buffet line, the owner, because he's just making, you know, it's such a serious industry that the owner would just sit there and just make sure everything's absolutely perfect, and he looked like he didn't sleep for 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not healthy, bro. But that's the culture. You know, like, dude, go get some sleep, bro. The mother of the bride and groom ain't gonna be on you. Yeah. Yes, I went to many Jewish couples, and Brennan. I did many weddings at Brennan's. If you're Jewish, you know that dang restaurant, Brennan's. Lots of wedding at Brennan's, and we had a wedding at a. Is it a synagogue? Or I don't know what it's called, but I was impressed, you know, to see really big weddings. It's like a celebrity wedding, you know. And so it's humbling to see different cultures, different even status, people with different money, and to learn what love is about, to learn authenticity, or to learn how different criteria affect different people, and, you know, to learn which culture. So in 3.5 years, I was able to, a synagogue, yeah, I was able to learn so much about humanity by just being a wedding videographer. Have you been to a Native American? No, but I've done videography at a funeral before, which was surprisingly inspiring. When you go to somebody's funeral and they are a light worker, everyone's crying. You know what I'm saying? That when that grandma is a blessing to people's lives, everyone's crying. They're just like, Mima, you know. Same thing with weddings. When the bride and groom is like amazing human beings, you know, the best man and the maid of honor, they all cry. So I just it happened at my sister's wedding. That's how I know, okay, they're doing something good, something right. Crying out of love is the best feeling, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Nicole. Mm-hmm. To see tears of joy, hey, welcoming greatest good tarot, brother. The legend has arrived. The legend on his boat. I don't know, he probably still on his boat. Maybe has arrived, so thank you for being here. It's been interesting energy, huh? Summer. Let me see if I can get a... Thank you for being here. Hola. Loving cry, that is, yeah. Well, you know, I'm the naughty. We don't know his face, but he speaks with his hand, you know. Yeah. I've been very good. I've been growing rapidly on TikTok. We're multi-streaming right now on TikTok. It's been popping on TikTok because there's a lot of the spiritual community on TikTok is thriving. You just have to be authentic, you just gotta be authentic. I resisted coming to TikTok for a long time, and then the universe said, bro, do it. And I'm like, okay, but how? And so it's just, it's just been very welcoming because I don't see TikTok as like the most authentic thing, but you can make it authentic, there may be a lot of people doing card readings for money, but there's a lot of people who are doing their best to unite humanity and authenticity too. Now, yes, I get attacked by drive-by Jesus people. Like they come through the stream and they just start blurting Jesus, or you get trolls. There's more traffic on here, right? And I welcome it because you know what? They're my brothers and sisters too. That's just how I see it. They just do a drive-by and they, Jesus, like, no, Jesus is the only way. I'm like, oh, hello. I'm like, hello. It's like, imagine instead of drive-buying with weapons, it's like giant signs, like giant sign with exclamation, Jesus loves you. And you're like, and I love Jesus too, thank you. And they get confused because they're not sure what we're doing in here. They're not sure what we're doing in here, but there's a lot of people and we're doing like something spiritual, but they're not necessarily sure. And we respect Jesus. We're just teaching people to love their damn self. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Buddha too also, Shout out to Muhammad too. Might as well. Shout out to the Baha'is, the Jehovah's Witnesses. Shout out to the agnostics. Does he throw a cross? Jesus loves you. And I love myself too. Thank you, Grace. Okay. She on TikTok now. My wife on TikTok now. They are called scrubs. Scrubs is the guy also known as a buster. No, I don't want your number. No, I don't wanna give you mine. No, I don't want no scrub. Scrub is the guy that can bring the love for me. Sitting in the passenger side, the best friend's side, trying to holler at me. Hey, okay, I'm old. Okay, I'm not that old. I'm like 90s. Praying for you. Yeah. Greatest Good Tarot says they are the ascended masters. Love them and grateful for them all on my team. Yeah, again, I respect Jesus. It's just sometimes, imagine somebody came to Jesus and said, Jesus, have you reached enlightenment with Buddha yet? If not, then you're going the wrong way. When people come to tell me, Jesus, like, come to Jesus, I'm like, what would Jesus say to somebody just come doing a drive-by yelling at, telling you this is the right way? But then what I learned is that it's about embodying the consciousness, the Buddha nature, Christ consciousness. Every stream we have to repeat these things. Because why? It's important. The Christ consciousness the Buddha nature. Rastafari, I and I, right? We'll be forever loving Jah. Rastaman vibration, yeah, positive. I and I vibration, yeah, no, no. Gotta have a good time. I think you wanna sing. Well, the thing is, may you guys encounter Jesus and build. Thank you. Well, there's immature, we respect people who respect us. We also respect people who disrespect us. You know why? Jesus would have done it. Buddha would have done it. Every time people start telling me about, right, I respect peaceful people, even if they're like telling, man, you need to come to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. I'm like, thank you, but no thank you. I respect you. I respect Jesus like a teacher, but I'm here to save myself. I'm here to live my life with faith, with love, with joy. Because you know what Bob Marley said? One love, one heart. But for some people, they only think that one heart is Jesus' heart. And we respect that. And disagree. How can that one heart just be, right? How that one thing is everything, not just limited to one person. But you have the free will to believe in what you want. We respect each other, right? And so we have to keep saying this because why? We're a spiritual community that is that respect different path. Because we see the teachings of the Buddha, agnostic people who don't even believe in God, right? People who are Hindu, Krishna, consciousness. It's all rivers that lead to the same ocean. All is one. Now, this kind of talk can be very, for people who aren't into spiritual development or don't care about spirituality, this talk kind of confusing, boring, right? So does he like Jesus or not? Oh, thank you. Again, thank you for choosing to be here, because we're just, at this point, we freestyling up in here. You know what I'm saying? We freestyling up in here. Who heard the song? Sun is shining, the weather is sweet. Make you wanna move your dancing feet, yeah. To the rescue, here I am. Want you to know now. Understand. Ding 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 ding. Bom bom dom bom 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 bom. Is that Beetlejuice? Hello, it's me, Beetlejuice. Yeah. The reason why I became more open to Jesus is because I live in America. Let's be real, right? When your environment has a lot of churches, you can either block it or learn about it, right? Now, when your environment is sadness, it leads you towards spirituality. It leads you towards positivity. It leads you towards seeking ASMR and card readings and tarot. Because all these things, we're trying to figure out what is this thing called, what's going on with this thing called life. Not always the easiest, you know. It's very confusing at times. Like, which way is the right way? Right? Many people who come get a card reading, we just want to make sure we're going the right way. Thank you so much for 30K like. Again, I'm just grateful for your presence here. Yeah, it's all about survival. If you don't have faith, it's all about survival. What is faith? When people hear the word faith, they instantly think religion. But when I hear the word faith, it's about learning to believe in yourself and believe in life. So this is why every word triggers people to words can be really triggering to people. Like, for example, using the word God can confuse. Are you talking about Jesus? Are you talking about Muhammad? Are you talking about Allah? Is this God Western? Are we talking about something pagan? Right? So it's really difficult to make everyone happy. So instead, just be your damn self and just be yourself and be a good person. Because if you're a good person, you ain't got nothing to hide. Right? You just want the best for people, and it'll show. I left the born again world long ago. They troll to get kudos from their version. Yeah, I mean, people are doing their best to understand this existence, because you know why? We're only living for about, sometimes 50 to 100 years. It's not that long, huh? And so it's kind of a mystery. Like, we don't really know, but we can learn to be grateful that we woke up today. Every stream, I'm reminding the community, we don't know what will happen after we die or where we came from, but one thing we know, we exist today. To me, say thank you that we're here together, and it's a limited time offer. You know what I'm saying? It clears everything. Like, we don't really know conspiracy theory, conspiracy truth. Are we aliens or not aliens? You know? And information doesn't always lead to knowing more, doesn't always lead to happiness. Sometimes knowing less does. Damn. And that's why I just focus on knowing less. How do we know less? Right here. Breathe in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly breathing out. And I try not to focus too much on philosophy. We can talk our heads off and not feel joy. But of course, it's not easy to get here because you have to do a ton of questioning, contemplation, and practicing with result. Right? When you practice with result in your life, you feel this thing called bliss, deep happiness. Now that you found deep happiness, you keep to yourself for a while until you recognize the people around you are not in bliss. Oftentimes, Oftentimes the people around you are not in bliss. You can decide to just keep to yourself in bliss or try to share the bliss with them. And so some people don't want happiness because they don't know what they want. So that's why we choose other things, because we're not clear that what we want in life. So we find temporary joys like substance, video games, surface level connection, because sometimes we don't know how to get depth. When we cannot find a fulfilling relationship, we'll settle for Tinder. We'll settle for friends with benefit because we're desperate for love and we can't get love. So we'll settle for something that looks like it, adult content. Only air conditioning fans. And so it makes us really, we keep lowering standard, and we're so far away from love, but our ego says, this is love. The hanky-panky. Get that hanky-panky. Yeah, so some people are more, again, I try to stay away from conspiracy truth, whether we're aliens or not, because it doesn't make a difference. Like learning that the ancient pyramid of Giza was made by electricity or extraterrestrial astronaut theories say they were built with, technological advances. Like how the hell is that helping my life be better other than more entertainment for the damn History Channel that I don't need? You know what I'm saying? Like, my life ain't getting better because I know about aliens. My life ain't getting better because I'm in on some extraterrestrial secret, or I've unlocked the code of the sacred geometry, right? Some people will tattoo a Buddha on their arm and not even learn to be present throughout the day. Right? You can get the tattoo of a chakra system and your chakra closed. That's what's popular nowadays. Because it's really difficult to just, it's really difficult to the spiritual path, because a lot of it it's about marketing. It's about buying stuff. Getting a new tattoo, new crystal, more flutes, and not even feeling your purpose and your calling. And then your purpose and your calling sometimes is doing plant medicines. Right? And then we turn that into a business. Then we turn the sacred herb into a business. Which is fine. Again, we're here to talk about, we're here for some real talk, brothers and sisters. I'm not here to sell you a card reading for $55.55. There's enough people on TikTok trying to get your money for a past life regression reading when your current life is a mess. You want a past life regression reading when your current life is a mess. So you go look for life coaching. But then you're like, dang, this life coaching costs how much? $222 per session. $222 per session? See, I could pay my bills with that. Now with the people who do have money, they will pay thousands to get nothing but air. They just, right, you pay $2,222 to go to Bali. If you just paid the ticket to do your own thing, you could have had a better vacation. Go into nature and breathe. But of course, people bougie. They want the sound bath, the yoga class, because you know why? To feed into the spiritual ego. Which is fine. Some people can afford it. It's fine. But many people who can't afford it, they just go, man, I really want a card reading from this really cool lady, but I can't afford it. I guess it's hopeless. I really want to be a sound healer, but this damn sound healing certification is like $3,333. But today there's a discount. They'll take 1,000 off. They'll be 2,200. I can't even afford that. Right, and so it makes people confused. Like, so when we do this, we teach people that spirituality is business. Because they've been doing that with religion too. Oh, no. They might come for us. They're waiting. Don't you dare say it. Don't you dare. You know what I heard today? Some people stopped going to church because their church gave them 10 envelopes, one to pay the light bill, one for the food, one for the pastor. How the heck you come home with 10 envelopes to donate to the church? The church is more about donation than about helping people. Some churches. And if you don't donate enough, they gossip about you. They talk crap about you. This person don't even donate enough. Now, I went to a Baptist church in the hood one time because my friend was miming for God, right? Right. Because I have homies at that time. The pastor put out $100 on stage. Right. I will, like, if somebody match me, okay? We'll match dollar for dollar on stage. On stage, pull out the money and be like, if somebody, right, if you donate 200, I'm putting in 200. I'm like, that's so unprofessional. Like, leave the money stuff off the stage, bro. Can you play the rain in the background? So I'm just telling you, like, now, I know some Thai people who are Baptists also. Happy 157. Right? I've been to some Thai churches before, and I would like to say it's very lovely there. They don't force views onto you. They just want you to sing with them. And this is why I think I've had many good relationship with because every community is different, right? Right? They just want you to worship with them, sing, eat, and feel good together. And to me, I appreciate that. But when it gets political, when it gets about, when it's divisive, I think respecting each other is a great thing. Respect each other's religion. But then we have nowadays people who disrespect each other, right? And not it's very disconnecting. But when we respect each other, that's why I like Sundays with your group. Yeah, because the beautiful part in this stream, there are Christian people, there's Buddhist people. This is a diverse community, and that's what I'm about. Unity. Like, you don't have to stop loving Jesus to be spiritual. Yeah, because for some people, that is like, you know what I mean? You don't have to stop loving yourself. At least love yourself. And it's so basic, but we have to talk about it because it unites us. When we know what our views, when we speak our heart, it's because you know why? We care about each other. We care about each other. We respect each other enough to just have a heart to heart. And in this stream, this is the most beautiful conversation about religion and spirituality ever, because most of the time, these conversations become a battle. So, I think we're doing a great job, this is a respectful stream. I spend a lot of time scrolling through people's stream, and golly, sometimes it's very disconnecting. And so I'm just grateful that on TikTok, out of all places, we're doing work that unites people instead of separate, right? Instead of telling people, if you don't believe, then you most likely will most probably go to down there. Where's down there, hell? Oh. Right? It's like when we secretly, it's not healthy to tell people, if you don't believe, you're most likely going to, like Hades. It's like, wait. That doesn't, not the most inviting. God unites. Love unites. Big W says, I can't even call myself a Christian anymore. I'm a follower of Jesus. And I understand why you say that, because there's many people who identify as Christian who are acting like who are acting so immature nowadays. Like 4 Sundays ago, when we were doing our outdoor sound bath, we're just beginning to meditate, right? We're just doing our thing peacefully, spiritual. Some dude just yelled out, Jesus is king. And I could tell, no one cares actually, right? But the universe is trying to show me something, right? Like, we're just meditating in peace, sound bath, and he had to just let that one out real quick. Jesus is king. I didn't even hear what he said, but somebody told me later. I would have just said, word. What do you say to that? You're just like, we're meditating, bro. So silence is golden at that time. Like, hey, shout out to Buddha too. How about throw Krishna in there? Throw Krishna in there too, man. Hey, can we throw a little Bob Marley in there? Reggae is king. You know who the real king? Michael Jackson. Oh wait, that's a different kind of king. Okay. Don't want to piss him off. Don't want to piss him off. Don't want to piss him off. Every time somebody comes with an immature mentality that's religious, I just always think, what would Jesus do in this state when somebody, they call it, what's the word? A zealot or something like that, right? Just completely, I'm gonna fight for my God. Why would a loving God, or right? Why would that want us to fight? I'm trying to love, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to yell at nobody. I'm trying to love. I'm trying to unite people, respect people, connect people. But when you start yelling at people, it's like, right? When you're yelling at people and you say Jesus in there, that's not a good way to represent Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Start barking instead. I give that job to DMX. What you really want? Rest in peace. Studies show highly religious people have higher likelihood of being. I mean, I haven't seen that study. Yeah, they're rolling up on here. I don't know the studies, okay? But I just know that I'm here to do the loving and unity part, even though many people come with disrespect. Because here's the thing, there's a lot of Christian live streams on TikTok. Somebody posted, study shows highly religious people have a higher likelihood of being less intelligent. Okay. And so I'm here to focus on the solution, right? So we're talking about what happens, and then the solution is be the change you wish to see in the world, right? Right, be the change that you wish to see in the world. I mean, when I see somebody just closed-minded, I just focus on wisdom that makes sense. Like, how can God just be in one box? Right? I mean, let's keep it simple here. How can one religion, God be in that there's one religion? All right, let's keep it that simple. Right? Like, how can an infinite God be in just one dude? Now, that to me, that's common sense. But when you've been brainwashed, when you've been, taught it for a long time, you become close-minded. Like my mother, whenever I became spiritual, my mom thought I was becoming Christian because all she knew was Buddhism. Which is fine. I respect, I understand where she's coming from. I respect, I understand that some people, all they know is Jesus. But when you step outside of the box and you start to see the dots, Islam is about love. the core of the teaching that make people believe in, right? Like a religion is like a cult that became successful. And oftentimes the core of these things is about good, like about love, peace, happiness, and good virtues and principles that lead us to peace and joy. Right? That's it. But the rest, it becomes politics, right? Now, how many hands are involved in the book? Right? In this text, how many people got involved? The reason why I keep things simple is because look at how confusing things can be. Right? This is why I love the practice of Buddhism and not the religion. Because many people can read the Buddhist text and not even be present. That's why I focus more on practical, right? Practical change, practical action that leads us to find result in life. Right? Praying all day to lose weight is the beginning. The next part is called go to the damn gym and eat healthy. You see how that makes more sense? You can pray because prayer is about intention. With intention and no action, there's no result. Okay, so with intention and action, but if there's no result, you have to keep developing that action and have discipline so that with discipline, you know where the mistake is coming from. And this is why corporations are very successful because it's very disciplined. And because of these disciplines, it pays well. Right? But if you lack discipline, then it's hard to see where your weakness is because you're not consistent with your action. So it looks like we're in our heads right now. When people are in our heads in a community, it's my responsibility to keep things grounded in here. Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly out. We don't need to win. We just need to wind. Because if we don't become disciplined with what we're doing in the stream, we end up just like the other stream, talking at each other, but lacking compassion, peace, and love with each other. We have to be responsible for our energy. Because I cannot always remind the community when we're not on the stream. We can engage in spiritual talk, but we have to be in spiritual discipline. So here's a little flute for you. Good talk today. Ground your energy. If you can talk your head off, then you can melt your ego too. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. I have a long day tomorrow, so I had to get off. I stayed longer than I decided to, really. And so I got another mic stand coming because this one's kind of bootleg, so that we can make better audio, better sound, healing, and we have vertical. We're gonna do sand drawing for my. Yeah, this is kind of like not the greatest. Yeah. We'll be doing, excuse me, some Zen sand on a stream. It's really fun. If you never tried the Zen sand thing, golly, y'all gonna enjoy observing it, making it. It's beautiful. You just stare at it, you're like, right? There's old content that I've made. Hold on. There's old content that I make from the sand table. I think I can try to, yeah, I'm trying to bring that back. There's tea pouring ceremonies and all that. It just, you know, it wasn't time. Yeah, but of course, what people need to rest from this community is loving community. Oh my gosh. People just need loving community, that's it. And this is why we can have deep talk and eventually learn to meditate and be quiet together. Many spiritual communities don't know how to be quiet together and relax. And I'm glad that we can be a community that can talk deep and know when to ground and relax and respect. And thank you for being respectful in the stream and loving. And I hope you have a wonderful night. The end. Yeah, talk. Well, many people are speaking, but not from their heart, because the skill speaking from your heart is not an easy thing to do. Right? It's very difficult to speak from your heart all the time, especially when it comes to topics that can be very emotional for some of us. So I get to see a lot of y'all express yourself in that way. So thank you for the love. Thank you for a good night. And the end. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Trizat, JAP, Alex.